wants a stick? Okay, go get it. Millie, did you make a friend? Is that your buddy? Hi, little dude. Hey everyone, my name is Trent and I live and travel out of my van all across North America, and today I am in British Columbia in a small town called Dawson Creek on the way from the lower 48 of the United States up to Alaska. And this little town here is a very special landmark here on my adventure because this is where the Alaska Highway officially begins. Which, if you don't know, the Alaskan Highway is this long, barren stretch of highway that connects the lower 48 of the United States through Canada to Alaska. And it's said that that stretch of road is quite the adventure because of how remote it can get and how slim the options for gas and food are along the way. So last night I stayed at this cute little campground here in town called Mile Zero Campground to take a shower, get rid of some trash, and overall just rest before I step foot on this next leg of this crazy adventure. And I've got to say, I'm feeling nice and clean and rejuvenated and ready to continue trekking north. And we're actually about a third of the way to the Alaskan border. However, we still have about 24 hours of straight driving before we get there. So with that being said, that's enough yapping for now. We've got an Alaskan highway to get to, and we've got a lot of miles to cover today. So let's hit the road. Okay, before we officially get on the highway, I want to do one last gas fill up because I don't know when the next gas station will be. Now, the scenario of running out of gas on this drive is very real. Like, it definitely could happen because gas stations are very few and far between. There should be enough to get me through as long as I'm smart and as long as I fill up any chance that I get. So we're starting that habit right now. All right, here we are on the big leg of this adventure. We are officially at the start of the Alaska Highway. I can't believe we're here. I can't believe we're doing this, but we made it this far. We can't turn back now. Still got 21 more hours to go, but I'm ready. Whew. Let's do this. Okay, I have driven about 5.5 hours today already. We made it to a small town here called Fort Nelson here in northern BC. And Millie and I are beat. Oh my gosh, we have been driving so much lately trying to get up here to this highway. However, I realized before setting out on this adventure that I was going to be doing a lot of sitting, a lot of driving, and a lot of eating good food. And if I stick to that routine for too long without implementing some sort of physical activity, it's going to catch up with me sooner or later. And you know, conveniently enough, Trainwell reached out to me before this adventure for a potential sponsorship on my channel, and I immediately said yes because I had been wanting to figure out a way to implement being more physically active on my long days of travels like this. And for those of you guys that don't know, Trainwell is a fitness app that prioritizes human connection from an expert that'll help guide you through your workouts from wherever you are in the world. When I signed up, I was matched with my trainer Dante, and he was so stoked about helping me meet my fitness goals. And after we got on a call and he got to know more about me and my lifestyle of living and traveling out of my van, he started designing a workout specifically tailored to my lifestyle. I told him I'm rarely near a gym, but I've got some dumbbells on the back of my van, and he was like, perfect. And he started designing this workout that utilized those dumbbells and my body weight. And I'm proud to say that I've been following his workout routine that he made for me for a couple of weeks now, and I feel amazing, both physically and mentally. But the thing I love most about using Trainwell is that I'm not on this fitness journey alone. In a lot of aspects of my life, I'm doing things by myself, which can get kind of old sometimes because I find myself often wanting to share my excitement with somebody. Like, I just want to look to someone and be like, yo, I just did this cool thing. Isn't that awesome? And believe it or not, that's what Trainwell is for me. Anytime I complete a workout and it feels good, I immediately get on the app and message my trainer Dante, and he replies back with so much excitement and reassurance, and it just makes me want to keep pushing towards my goals. It's like he's my virtual workout buddy while I'm on the road traveling around. And it's just been so easy to implement into my life, which is crazy because I always felt like a fitness routine with this lifestyle doesn't always go well together, but Trainwell made it so easy for me. And if you guys are looking to take control of your health too, I highly recommend Trainwell, and if you want to try it out for yourself, click the link in the description of this video and you'll get 14 days free with your own expert personal trainer. Shout out to Trainwell for sponsoring this video. I really appreciate you. However, this rain is coming down and I am so done with driving for the day, so I'm going to try to find a place to camp for the night around this town here and make some good food and just chill for the rest of the night. Well, I ended up having to drive an extra 40 minutes to find a campsite for the night because I couldn't find anything in town, which ended up working out because it got us out of that crazy rain. But also, this spot is awesome. Just sitting right in this forest, right off the Alaskan highway. We got a picnic table, a fire pit, and I think there's a river over this way. And there's some sort of log cabin structure right here that a guy is making a fire in right now. I don't know what that is, but we'll check it out later. But I haven't eaten since breakfast and I'm starving, so I'm gonna go ahead and start whipping up some dinner. Down? Okay, go eat. Good girl. All right, dinner is served, and what's on the menu tonight is some butter chicken with some basmati rice and some naan. If you guys have been following my videos here through Canada, you guys would know that I'm currently going through this Indian food kick right now. I had quite a few really good Indian food experiences here on my travels through Canada, and I've just been wanting to eat all the Indian food lately. So I got this butter chicken simmer sauce from a grocery store in Dawson Creek last night, and I figured I'd give this a shot because making butter chicken from scratch is a lot of work. Wow. Wow. I'm really impressed right now. Dude, and this naan is amazing. It's like I'm at an Indian restaurant right now, Millie. It's crazy. Yo! What's up? It's your friend, Millie. I was thinking about camping down by the bridge.
Yeah, we looked at that one too, and it was just too muddy, and it was just pouring.
They said don't do it because the water rises so fast there.
Yeah.
The Alcan was closed. It was closed right there
Closed,
for like 2 or 3 weeks.
Oh, wow. I did not know that.
It opened up like last week when we were starting off, and they're like...
So that couple that I was just talking to, I met them at the campground that I left this morning, which was 5.5 hours back behind me. I found out they were driving the Alaskan highway too, and I was like, hey, maybe we'll cross paths along the way. And then what are the chances? We end up at the same place again the next night. That's so cool. And it's great because now Millie's got a friend, which is awesome. Yo, dude. I'm Trent, man.
Nathan.
Nice to meet you, Nathan.
You as well.
Do you drive up here in your motorcycle?
Yeah.
Dang, that's awesome.
I got here when it was downpouring.
Oh, this is sick. This is cool. So you're just gonna camp in here?
Yeah.
Nice. Dang, you got a clothesline going and everything, drying off your clothes?
Yeah. I had them on the back of my bike, and I don't know if you were on the road when it was absolutely downpouring.
Oh, I was, dude. I bet you were soaked. That's clutch that you got that then. So this dude got soaked by that rainstorm that we went through on the way up here because he was riding on a motorcycle. So I'm gonna make him some tea to hopefully warm him up a little bit. Oh yeah, she is ready. Some nice hot tea to warm us up as it's starting to get cold outside. Dude, have you looked at the time?
It is 10:16.
Isn't that crazy?
When I was in Banff, when I just exited the water, I was right next to a river. blue.
Yeah, like, yeah, blue.
I was like, so I had to drink it.
Oh, you drank it?
Yeah.
Dang, you're brave. I mean, it's glacier water, so you're fine.
Yeah. Camera does not do it justice
It never does, man.
whatsoever.
Yeah.
Like the mountains envelop you.
Yeah.
Make you feel like nothing, and then on the picture it's just like, oh, they're like kind of over there.
Right, yeah, it's like, it's a little hill. Okay, so this guy, Nathan right here, just met him. He is traveling up to Alaska on his motorcycle, which I think is really cool. And he's about to set up his tent and sleep here in this little log shelter at the campground that we're at tonight. He's also got a YouTube channel. What is it?
Moto and more.
Moto and More. That's actually a really cool YouTube channel name. Yeah, so if you want to see Nathan go up to Alaska on his motorcycle, go give him a follow, because that's a pretty gnarly feat, honestly. I was thinking I was cool going up in my van, but dude got chased by a buffalo today on his motorcycle, so he's doing it on a whole nother level. All right, man, you have a good night.
Thank you as well.
Don't let any bears get you. Good job, Millie. Good job. Good morning.
Good morning.
So did you have to use that bear spray last night?
No,
Good. How'd you sleep?
not bad. It stayed light all day.
It never got fully dark?
Nah.
Whoa.
This is a really good great stuff. You like jack cheese. This is crackers here. Any cheese you want,
I want to try this goat cheese.
go for it. It's like my new favorite thing I've been found out. Let's see here. Right? Go for it. Go for it.
With the Mary's Gone crackers. I feel like we're a little family on a camping
That's
trip.
what we should be. That's what life's about, man.
So I'm here with some friends that I met yesterday at the campground in Dawson Creek. This is Liz and Jim and Nathan. You guys met last night, but we're starting our day off by having basically a charcuterie board. We got some cheese, some apples. And what is on this toast here?
This is marinated goat and sheep cheese, and it came from Meredith Dairy in Australia.
Yeah, it's really freaking good. But what's cool is we're all headed to Alaska. We met along this journey, and we met at the campground yesterday, and we're like, you know what, we'll see you on the road probably. And then here we are, miles away from that campground, and we just so happened to meet up here at this little spot.
It was just wild how we all came together. Yeah.
Yeah.
Relaxing.
Looks like there's a storm rolling in.
Just rolled
It's gonna
in.
just jump on us in a second.
Temperature just dropped like crazy.
Beautiful.
All right, that was a great way to start the day, hanging out with some good people, eating some good food. But it's about noon now, so I think I'm gonna start packing up and continuing my trek along the Alaskan Highway and find a new spot to camp for the night. Guys, I think I'm gonna head out.
All right.
If you guys go to Muncho Lake or whatever, I'll see you there.
Yeah, we'll probably be around, but we'll definitely see you on the road.
All right, man.
Right on.
See you guys. Be safe.
You too.
All right, so I ended up driving about 2.5 hours, and these roads are definitely starting to feel a lot more barren. The people and cars are getting few and far between, and so are the options for gas and food. However, I made it to this little area called Muncho Lake, which is this beautiful blue lake that's right over here. But there's this lodge here that has a little gas pump and looks like they offer food inside. So I think I'm gonna grab me a quick bite to eat, fill up on gas, and then try and find a place to camp around here for the night because this area is gorgeous.
Yeah, I totally should. Well, I think that would be fun because it's Martinez.
Okay, so unfortunately the restaurant here in the lodge is by reservation only, so I guess I'm not eating there, which is probably a good thing. I need to cook some food anyway, so I'm just gonna grab some gas and then try and find a little pull off over here to camp at tonight. All right, so this is home for the night, right on this beautiful blue lake. This is Muncho Lake here in BC, and this spot is pretty great. We're right up on the lake here, and the views are just spectacular. However, the one big downside is that we are right off the Alaska Highway, which is right here. But honestly, this site is freaking awesome, so I'm not complaining. So before I decided to drive to Alaska, I bought this book here called The Milepost, which is basically a mile by mile highway log of the Alaska trip from the lower 48 up to Alaska. And it's actually really, really cool. It's literally got information about each mile on the drive up to Alaska. And right here, you can see the lodge that we were at today. And over here, it talks about Muncho Lake, which is where we're at right now. And it's just a really informative book full of so much information. So if you're looking to do an Alaska trip yourself, I highly recommend getting this Milepost book. This isn't sponsored. It's just a genuine recommendation because this is super useful. And I'll leave a link to where you can buy one of these in the description of this video if you're interested. Come on. Wow, this place is incredible. The way the sun is raking across these mountains here, this is so beautiful. And this little peninsula that comes out into the lake, providing this nice little trail, is really cool. Yep, just as suspected, that is ice cold. But when I was hanging out in my van, some other RVs pulled up next to me. So we've got some neighbors for the night, which I'm totally okay with. And I was talking to them and they're pretty nice. Everyone here obviously is going to Alaska, and it's just kind of neat. Everyone you meet along this highway, it's like, where are you going? Alaska. And I love that sort of camaraderie, you know? No matter who you meet along this road, you automatically have one thing in common. It's that you're going to Alaska. And weirdly enough, it's quite comforting knowing that, you know, even though I am driving to Alaska alone in my van, I'm not actually doing it alone because there's so many other people doing it right now too. And it's just awesome, man. Like, I don't know how to explain it. It's just cool. It's a very, very cool feeling. Well, bad news, they're kicking me out. So apparently this is a park. I didn't know that. I found this spot on my app that I use all the time called iOverlander, which is how I find all my campsites on my travels. However, sometimes they're very hit or miss, and it's not always updated with the new rules and laws that come and go sometimes. And it turns out this whole lake, you're not allowed to camp overnight here unless you're in an established campground, which is unfortunate, but they were super nice about it, and they're actually letting the other RVs that are camped next to me know the same thing. So I need to start packing up and heading out to try and find a different place to camp, which is unfortunate, but it is what it is. Okay, so looking at my app here, it looks like the nearest place I can camp for the night is 40 minutes away. So let's hit the road. All right, folks, after a 40-minute drive, this is camp for the night. And this place is quite strange. It's right off the Alaska Highway. However, there's a couple of like abandoned structures along this dirt road here, and there's a bunch of like just trash and abandoned vehicles right here. Also, right down the road here as I was coming in, I saw a bear just chilling. So I've got Millie tied up. But despite how bright it is outside, it is 10:30 p.m. and I am tired. So I'm gonna get the van camp ready and then I'm off to bed. All right, everyone, it's time for me to get some sleep. It's been a fun couple of days hanging out with you guys and having you guys along on this adventure. And hopefully you guys had just as much fun watching this video as I did filming it. And if you did, make sure to let me know by commenting down below. And if this is your first time here, I'm Trent, and I'm currently traveling up from the lower 48 of the United States up to Alaska. And if you want to catch up on all the fun that we've had so far, and even on future videos that we're going to release, I'll have a playlist that you can click right here and watch all of those videos of my Alaskan adventure. But of course, if you're all caught up on my content and you want to support me further than just a like or a comment here on YouTube, consider subscribing to me on Patreon, where you can unlock bonus content. I have 30 plus videos that you have not seen yet over on my Patreon. And you'll also get your name in the credits of all my videos, just like these lovely folks right here. But don't forget to check out Trainwell by clicking the link in the description so you can get 14 days free with your own expert personal trainer. Thank you guys so much for watching this video and following me along on this series while I do this crazy adventure. It's a pleasure having you guys along, but I'm gonna get some sleep and I will see you guys in the next video.